Hi, friends. Welcome to Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night, and I am here to do a tour of the mini catalog. In case you haven't seen it, it is spectacular. It is probably one of my favorites that I have seen for a long time. I know that's backwards for you, probably. But anyway, it is one of my favorites. And no, I'm not going to show it to you that way. But it started, it became available to customers today, and it's been available to demonstrators for about a month. And that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator is we've got to see it and touch it and feel it and order stuff from it, but we're limited. So um, we can only order one of each kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to show you some fun stuff. Hi, Dawn. How are you this evening? And I'm just going to mostly show you the catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me get my other camera added. And I'm going to be little. And it's going to be big. And I need to adjust a little bit. Oops. Not quite that much. All right, close your eyes. Let me see here. Okay, we're going to try that again. Ooh, my camera did not want to budge and came right off the holder. So we'll try this again. Haven't done that. You did get to see my pretty shag carpet, though. It's orange. There, that's better. It's in the craft room. It's not my favorite by any means. It came with the house, but it's in the craft room. So orange shag, if I get craft stuff on it, it's not a big deal. I can have craft paint, whatever else is on there. So this is the mini catalog, and it's just so pretty. And it's so much fun. So I'm even going to tell you what my video tomorrow night's all about. So when you open a catalog with us, with Stampin' Up, you always get a table of contents. It tells you the general layout of the catalog lately, the last several. It starts with step by step, then it goes to some guided crafting experiences, and then it goes to you buy what you want, and they're not any kind of guides at all. And then there's always a join and an index of some sort. If you see the basket on our tour, that means it is available in our online store. They kind of incorporate it. If you see a QR code, that tells you there's more information about it. And the ENFR, sometimes you see a SP, that means that those are the languages that that stamp set is listed in. So that is how you read the table of contents in our catalogs. The statement of the heart will be found in every catalog. It is to love what we do and share what we love as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this, we make a difference. There's usually a note from our CEO, Sarah, and I think I read this one, but I haven't. I'm not so sure, but maybe. All right. So every year in the September, December mini catalog, they have a philanthropic product. One that for the sales that Stampin' Up gets from this, they are going to make a donation. And this time they have decided to donate $3 to breast cancer organizations in whatever country the product is sold in. And this is the product. It is a beautiful stamp set. This is the stamp set that I will be featuring tomorrow night in my free class. So that is the product. I have 2 cards already designed, and I have a third one that I have yet to design, but it's going to be, I want to help them raise some money for breast cancer. All right. So this gives some occasions to do some gift giving, and then we go to step by step. Step by step crafting is when you get a kit and it tells you step 1, do this, step 2, do that. So these are some of the new kits that will be coming our way. This pickup kit, card kit, launched today. Here's a sneak peek of what will be coming. I would guess next month there's their nutcrackers. This kit launched last week, and it is a like it's a decor piece, and it goes about 5 feet wide, and you get to make that. So that is one of the step-by-steps. Also, the step-by-steps could be some scrapbooking. Stampin' Up! Is getting back into scrapbooking more and more every day. And it's kind of where a little bit of their foundation, and then they still always had the products, but they stepped back a little bit. And then when Close to My Heart closed and some of the demonstrators became Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, they beefed up their line and hired some of their people. So this is a fun Christmas scrapbooking kit. Everything you see here would be included. Here is the page. After this, I will put the link to the catalog in the description, and you can go in and just click on it, and it will take you to all of the things on the website to order. Here's another scrapbooking kit. I personally have this one. I really like the Peaceful Days, the Peace on Earth stamp set. Anyway, I thought that would be really pretty to do. I probably struck a chord because I have not scrapbooked my Europe trips, my Europe pictures yet. So I thought maybe, I don't know. Maybe someday. All right, so this is a Memories and More pack. I do have to have one of these right here. This is for quick scrapbooking. This is not the one I have open, though. That's all right. Nope, this is the one. This would be fast for if you have a small group of students or elderly or yourself. If you just want to make several cards that are the same at the same time with a minimal fuss, these might be your product. So this is what you get with the Memories and More pack. Each pack you get, these are 3x4, I believe. 3x4, so that you could mat these and put them on a card. But there are 6. So you could have 6 cards. All you have to do is come up with the card bases, and they would be made that fast. Love the plaid. Anyway, so each one of these, there are 6 of. So, there's some fun green plaid. This is this side of this one. Joyful Days. These are for scrapbooking or card making. That reminds me of camo. Here's some pretty trees. On the other side of the pretty trees, you could make into a card front very easily, or a feature on a scrapbook page. A tree with some red. And here is a wreath, and on the back is some grid with trees. So these are fun. So these are 3x4, and these are 4x6, I believe. And this is the same setup. So you get 6 of one, and they're two-sided, so you get to decide how you want to use them. This would be a fun one for, you could stamp on these. You could do whatever you want. This looks like a fun recipe card. I have recipe cards on the brain, and more trees and more plaid. So that is just a fun little way that you could use these. I maybe need to do a class on those. So say, I hear something. This is the plastic from the Joyful Days, Memories and More card pack. All right, well, that's this one. And I think there's another pack in here too, but they made all these fun cards with that. Hi, Shirley. That's okay. It is all right to be late. There's always replay. And I really didn't give people much of a heads up that I was going to be here. So welcome, welcome. Say hi when you join us. Dawn and Shirley already have, but if you're on here too, say hi. Tell me you're watching the replay. Tell me whatever. Okay. So another quick and easy. They have note cards and envelopes. So the note card and an envelope, and all you have to do is jazz up the front of your cards. That is one way. And here are some ideas. These are some sketches and templates for scrapbook pages, card layouts, and Christmas tags or birthday, gift tags. There we go. But here you have this. Here are the cards and the envelopes. Here are some ephemera with words. I don't have that particular set. This is a different set. So they're just punch out and put it on your card and no stamping required. All right. Moving on. This is a solid Merry Christmas set or stamp. It is just the one stamp and it is gorgeous. And then we get into A Child is Born with the Nativity, and it's just gorgeous. Just really, really pretty. Here are some samples over here in another seasonal tag set. It's got the two from some pine bough, tree, just a little something. And here is a Builder Blossom card. And while I know many of us, including myself, might look at this and go, that's a flower set in the fall catalog. It is. But we are a global company, and we have some of our countries that are just entering spring and summer. So they include a little something in here for them that gets to be new and seasonal. But I mean, flowers are good anytime, right? Here is another stamp set or two. When I first looked at this, I thought that is one stamp set. How awesome. But if you look at it, it's this stamp set with the log cabin and the trees and the bear and the deer. And then you have the Christmas greeting stamp set also, which is very pretty. You always need a good set of sentiments. All right, now we're going to go to Creativity Your Way. We're done with the step-by-step in the guided stamping. And if you're one of these people that you just look at a stamp set and you can just run with it, these are for you. So Creativity Your Way, and just some title pages here. This Traditions of Christmas is a suite. It tells you what colors are included in this suite at the bottom. It's a double stamp set suite, and I am in love with the traditional labels. I think those labels, these are the dies that go with it. I think those labels are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you're into the poinsettias, it's got a fantastic embossing folder. And here is the pretty paper. Is it this paper that was on the front? Nope, this is not. Oh, yep, it's this paper right here that was on this beautiful package. This paper right here, and probably that red ribbon. If you want to learn how to make that box, just let me know, and I will show you how to make that box. That box is fairly simple. All right, next up, a little more with that same suite. Gives you some designing ideas, things to do. Oh, our watercolor painters, they were out of stock for a while and they are back. That was some big news. Somebody discovered that. So if you like using our watercolor brushes, are water painter brushes, and mine are MIA. They're not. This is the big one. I don't use the big one very often, but they are back in stock. Woohoo! So that was big news. All right, and a few more ideas for that same double stamp set. And then we'll move on to North Pole Delivery. And this is a very cute set. And it has some fun paper, a fun stamp set, and dies. So this die right here makes the little gift card pouch that you see right here and there. So it makes a little box. I don't think the little box is very big, but I'm sure a cute little gift card would fit in there. Here are some boxes. I think they should give out the cute crochet patterns too, but I'm not a crocheter, but you know, maybe I could be persuaded. So there are a couple more items with, let me back up one page. With the designer series paper, they have 2 sheets of pre-cut designs. So some of these are just punched out of this paper. All right. If you were with me for my Halloween class last week, I showed you the Halloween paper has some of these also where I could have just punched them out and went with it. All right, Peaceful Garden is another beautiful stamp set. And we got to see this as early because we got to use it in an event that they held for demonstrators, which was called Creativity Now. And here are the colors that are included with it. Anyway, this is this other stamp set I haven't told you what the other one was. This is one of the stamp sets that we're going to be using for Stampin' Cross Country. Stampin' Cross Country is a virtual retreat that will be held October 24th and 25th. Registration is open now. The early bird price is happening now and will increase on the 9th, I believe. I think that is when the early bird pricing ends. So get registered now. You'll get half a pack of the paper. You'll get the embossing folder. You'll get some of the embellishments. You will not get the stamp set and dies. You need to purchase those separately and you maybe have already if you are a demonstrator, or you put your order in early. So we'll do that. And here are some more beautiful samples from this fun, peaceful set. As you can see, the die fits in the embossing folder. It's not a hybrid, but they do complement each other. Then, somebody told me the Northern Lights were out the other night, and I looked outside and I could see them very faintly, but I didn't see a big show. But I have seen a big show before. Not quite this vibrant, but this is not, these are not pictures. These are art. And this is a fun set. This is on my maybe list. Sometimes I get so busy with fall and Christmas that I don't get some of these others given enough credit, enough time. But this is a beautiful Northern Lights. Have you seen the Northern Lights? Many of us who live up north, the northern, I'm an hour away from the Canadian border, so yeah, we see it. So here is the artist drawing the paper. It was done in pastels and then printed. All right, and you don't have to use it with the background. You can use these for other beautiful outside scenes, mountainous scenes. All right, so this is the next autumn toll. It is gorgeous. I believe it's a double stamp set, sweet collection. And that means that if you want everything you see on this page, you can order with Sweet Collection. You can order with this number if you want and get everything you see. You can also get the bundles. If you buy the bundles with this number, you save 10% when you buy them at the same time. They are so pretty. And look at that paper at the bottom. Here's more of the paper. Not got this one yet. I haven't decided if I need it. I know. So this was fun. Stampin' Up! Did this event for demonstrators last week. They showed us how this one sheet wonder worked to make these 6 cards. And I may do something like that for a class or something one night. But it was lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. And this is a box they made. I don't know exactly how they made the box, but I'm sure at some point they will give us the directions on how to make this box frame. Maybe I've missed them. So Keeping Traditions is another set. They're showing it with a scrapbook page, but it can also be, of course, oh, it's the same paper, only this is in the scrapbook set versus the card making set. So here's the beautiful paper. If you order with this number, you get the sticker sheet also. And here are some pieces of two-tone cardstock and another Christmas set that goes with it. But this is larger, so that would maybe work as a scrapbook page. But you can have Christmas that big. There's nothing wrong with a big Christmas. Okay, next up. I'm going to need a drink here. Peaceful Designs. Remember I told you we're using Peace on Earth for Stampin' Cross Country? Well, this is a set that coordinates with it. This is the scrapbooking version. And it has some of the same paper. And again, if you order it with this number, you get the sticker sheet also. Some two-tone cardstock. And now we're to just the not sweets, not collections. This is just the stamps and dies, or stamps and punches. This little squirrel has a punch. The fluffy squirrel has a punch. He's kind of a cute little dude. All right. Next up, this is so much fun. And I think this one I ordered, but I'm not sure if it's coming or if I took it off my order. I was playing the other night and stuff on my order and then took it off. Anyway, I love these dies. These dies are going to be awesome. Look at those. And some pine boughs, but the stamp set is a builder, so you can build your branches however you'd like. This one has a fun stamp set, and then these are dies that you can create the words to go with it, or you can use the negative space, and you can get that for a bundle right here. The bundle price and number is right here. Otherwise, you can buy them separately. This has got some really nice words for the inside of your card. Sometimes I think we need more words for the inside of our cards. Here is the snowflake set. You always have to have at least one snowflake set, right? Every year. This is Snowy Delights bundle, and it has the stamp set. It has some masks, and it has some dies. So it has everything, and with this number, you can get all of this and put it together rather beautifully. All right. And now this guy, he's a big dude. I do have him. Look at how big the die is. So here's the stamp set. So it's considerably larger than the picture on the front. Stamp set. The gingerbread man is almost 5 inches tall. Almost. So let's take a peek at what the die is, because this is a big pouch. I haven't opened it yet. There we have it. Oh, so he makes a little card. So he's joined. He's got cute little hat. All kinds of fun stuff. There he is. Coffee mugs. But he is big. He, like I said, is almost 5 inches tall. Almost. Get these back in. This might be a prize for Stampin' Cross Country, so I want to make sure I get it back the way it goes. Yes, there are prizes in Stampin' Cross Country. We give away bundles. We have challenges. It's a fun time. And like I said, registration is open right now. If you are seeing this in September, if you see this at a later time, registration is not open for the fall anymore, but a new one might be open. All right, I am almost back. Yeah, almost. I'll fast forward through this part. Okay. All right, there we go. Now you saw it, because it's such a cute one. Very, very cute. All right, and then we have Gift of Joy, which looks like some tags, maybe a wreath, some fun decorative dots, and sweaters and socks and headgear. This is not clothing. It's not my thing, but I'm glad other people like it. And this is my thing. The tags. Oh, yeah. I love the tags. I love that I can use this hybrid embossing fold, excuse me, and get all of these cut at one time, or I can just put a scrap over it and it embosses it and it cuts it at the same time. I love tags. Tags. So I know that's coming in the mail. I got my shipping notice this morning. I had to put a couple of items in before the end of the month because I had a couple of things I wanted to get from that in color sale. All right. More ways to make pretty wreaths. There we go. Showing you how you can color some of our gems and stuff using blends. Now this set coordinates with the paper tag dies, which is from the annual catalog. So that's kind of fun. That is coordinating with the other product. This is from Million Dollar Sales Achiever, Sharon Armstrong. She helped design this set. This is more like a going south for the winter, retirement, happy times. And this is petal arrangements. These are, oh, this is one stamp. No, it's 6 cling stamps. Okay. So you can use them separately or together. There you go. And that is the end of this. You can gather and we can still do fun parties. And if you're interested in becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to have you on my team. And if you shop with us or you're a demonstrator with us, you can opt in and get rewards and get 10% back on all of the purchases you make to make more purchases in the future. So here is the index. If you need to go back and find anything more, I always look when I look in the index, I always find something that I didn't see in the catalog. And paper pumpkin is always a good idea as well. And you can see all the Stampin' Up! Products online right here. But when Stampin' Up! Released this, they released some online exclusives today as well. The online exclusives, like I said, are available online, and they are not in a catalog. That means they can stay longer or shorter than others, but they did give us a print, a PDF that we can share with you. This is mine. I have a couple more in the car that I'm giving out to my local people, but this one's mine. And if you need one, I will have it in my newsletter. You'll be able to click on it and download it in my next email, which should go out tomorrow. But anyway, here is the online exclusives. This is the second set that we're using for Stampin' Cross Country. We're going to use the Gathering Moments. Gathering Moments. And since I have that, actually I can show you a couple things. Oh, I got things flying off the shelves. So, this has, there's the stamp set. Gathering Moments. Fun one. Here are the dies that go with it. Big fun dies. And it has an embossing folder that goes with it also. I have not used the embossing folder yet, but I'm sure it'll be one of my favorites. And then there's paper that goes with it also. Here is the Piece on Earth set that's part of Stampin' Cross Country. This bag has got all my current projects in it. And this is, I have another mystery craft box that is open until tomorrow, and I am using this stamp set and dies to design. I've designed 6 cards and some other fun stuff, and it will all be mailed out in a couple of weeks to you if you sign up for that. And you can go to craftwithcheryl.com for that as well. So craftwithcheryl.com is where you can find all the things. So with the Stampin' Cross Country online virtual event, you're going to get half a pack of the paper. You're going to get the embellishments. You're going to get some of the other fun stuff. And let me see if I can flip through and find that paper. Oh, it was meant to be. It was the second paper down here. Oh, they're both down here. Maybe I was working on Stampin' Cross Country. So here is the Gathering Moments paper. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got a foil. It is a specialty paper. So it's got some foil in there. Can you see that? Very, very, very pretty. So you'll get some of this for Stampin' Cross Country. And I might do a paper share too. My ducks have to line up. And so that is that paper. And going back to the Piece on Earth for Stampin' Cross Country, this is the paper up close for this. Our projects are so neat. We had a meeting last week and shared our projects with each other, and our girls slammed it out of the park. It's awesome. It's going to be a very fun event. Like I said, early bird pricing ends next week. Registration closes a little bit later, and then you're only going to get in if you buy the digital option. All right, so this is another Sweet. This is the Modern Christmas. Very pretty. Blacks and golds. I'm anxious to see what people do with the hoops. And I will show you, I'll go online and show you where to find all these after when we're done. Online. Like I said, this PDF will be in my next email. If you want to subscribe to that, it's craftwithcheryl.com. And it's right at the bottom. Look. Oh, you can't see it as well. Here, craftwithcheryl.com. You see the white down at the bottom? Yep. We can put the link there too. So anyway, this is a take on snowflakes, but pines at the same time. It's very pretty. It's called Delicate Pines, and it makes them look like snowflakes, but it's just gorgeous. Then there's this fun, beautiful pumpkins bundle. I'm intrigued with the pumpkin dies. I really like those. And then a cute little baking set, which would go really nice with the gingerbread man, in my humble opinion. Another Snowflake Kisses bundle. My towers are starting to collapse. Then there's this really cute Pet Love bundle. And a little Festive Friends bundle. And Pine Tree Trimmings bundle. And it has some of like the bubbles that you can die cut the tree out and then put the bubble in to use it as a shaker card. And then we have another punch sign design. And it's all seasons. It's got Happy New Year, Trick or Treat, of course, Christmas, thank you, and then some extra pieces and parts. Those are all the stamps that are included that I already shared with you. And there's some velvet specialty paper. Here's the shaker domes, some gold stars, etched autumn cling stamp. Winter scenes is very pretty. And a few more scrapbooking options. And that is the catalog tour along with the online exclusives that started today. So I'm not even behind because they didn't start until today. So let me show you where you can go to see more. They switched this. Let's see here. Share screen. Share screen. Allow. We're going to do the window. You get to see it all. And there we go. All right. You get to see a whole bunch of me for a minute. All right. We'll do Stampin' Up. And here it is. Look at all those new products. New products. See what's new. Right there. All you do is click on it and it shows you all the new stuff. Now, if you're interested in online exclusives that I just shared, there you go. Just click on the online exclusives. There are all those fun things. I didn't show you the ornamental Christmas. There's stuff in here that I haven't shown you. And then we can go to menu. Let's do kits. And you can see the 3 new kits. So there's the pickup kit, the Road to Christmas, the Handmade and Heartfelt kit. This is what they're going to be using for World Card Making Day, which you can register for today also. And here's Brighten Your Day. Let me go back to this one. You get the box, you get 12 cards, 10 cards, excuse me, and the box, stamp set, everything you need to have fun on World Card Making Day with Stampin' Up. And registration is free. And this one, you have to see up close to see it. It's gorgeous, but it does not photograph well to promote it, I don't think. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. So there are all the fun things. If you ever want to join, click here. If you want some more ideas, go to the blog. Check out the specials. Last chance products are always being added. All the markers are last chance. There's tons of other things that are last chance. And what's new? New arrivals, Word Card Making Day. This is where you go to register for that. Click there and register. It is on October 4th and it will be recorded. And they're saying that if you register for it, there might be a surprise at the end. So who knows? It might be a free something or another. All right. So I'm going to click that out. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I will be here tomorrow night. And I will be doing can I grab it quick? Let me show you. Love and Courage stamp set. This is the stamp set that I am featuring tomorrow night. So it is the philanthropic. So for every set that's sold, $3 is going to go to cancer research. So anyway, have a great night and thank you for joining me. And be sure to join me tomorrow night too. Anything you need is at craftwithcheryl.com. Have a good night. Actually, maybe I'll put that right in the comments, and then you guys can just click it. Go sign up for my newsletter to get the PDFs, to register. Thanks, Dawn. To register for any of the fun stuff I told you about. There you go. Have a great night. Bye-bye.